The Boy Scouts have gone woke, and while this is oddly new news to many Americans that the organization, formerly known as the Boy Scouts of America, are officially changing their name to Scouting America in order to be more inclusive, they actually went woke almost 10 years ago. In fact, 5 years ago, they started allowing girls, and then unofficially started calling themselves the Scouts, while apparently not legally changing the name of the organization. So that appears to be why this is now making headlines across the country, because they made it official that they're changing to Scouting America. Here's the CEO explaining their new cultural Marxist agenda. Their inclusive agenda.
Sends this really strong message to everyone in America that they can come to this program, they can bring their authentic self, they can be who they are.
Cultural Marxist code words for you know what.
All right, and they will be welcomed here. The argument that I make with the people that say, well, I always like Boy Scouts of America or BSA, why do we have to change? Membership is at historic lows, right? Part of my job is to reduce all the barriers I possibly can for people to accept us as an organization and to join.
Excuse me, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume your gender. Carbon-based life form. The reason why the Boy Scouts membership has been dropping so dramatically over the last 10 or 15 years is because most kids are addicted to their mobile device, and instead of leaving their bedroom and hanging out with their friends in real life and building forts or skateboarding or building ramps and jumping their bike or toilet papering neighbors' houses in the summer, is because they are staring at their social media accounts and endlessly scrolling, having their souls and their social skills sucked out of their brain by multinational corporations. But that's not the only problem plaguing the Boy Scouts. A decade ago, they lifted their long-standing ban on gay scout leaders, but of course, the mainstream conservative political pundits and Republicans in Congress were too cowardly to say anything about it because they didn't want to be called homophobic. But I'm sure all the new diversity had no detrimental effects on the organization whatsoever, right? Diversity is always a strength. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, that's right. They're in the midst of a $2.46 billion lawsuit because there's a bunch of Jeffrey Epstein types in the organization. So this year and forevermore, they're going to be celebrating Pride Month and giving a merit badge for the best drag queen performance, just like the Girl Scouts have been doing for who knows how long. This from girlscouts.org, celebrating Rainbow Pride Month with a special patch. Following are a few recommendations for you to consider as you prepare to participate in the LGBTQ+ Pride Month celebration. I am a Girl Scout fun patch. Oh, you thought I was kidding. The Boy Scouts will do this as well. Before starting on the LGBTQ+ patch activities, familiarize yourself with the words and concepts as found in GLSEN's key concepts and terms commonly used to describe the rainbow people. Apparently, the GLSEN is the Gays, Lesbians, and Straight Education Network, and this is the key concepts and term sheet that the Girl Scouts website links to, featuring all kinds of vocabulary and descriptions about these amazing identities. And of course, the new Star Wars animated show on Disney Plus called Tales of the Empire features a gender non-binary character who uses they/them pronouns.
They're still alive.
This character is talking about one person.
We need to get them to the ship.
We need to get them to the ship. All they wanted was the right to get married, they said, but now they want your children to be gender non-binary. Like this robot in a recent episode of a Transformers animated series.
My pronouns are they, them.
Thanks. I'm Sam. I'm she, they, but you already know that.
We did know that because you have blue hair and we saw the rainbow stripes on your purse. This happened in large part to Christians, Catholics, conservatives, Republicans going soft, getting weak, losing their spine, afraid that they were going to be called little names by those on the left. Here's Matt Schlapp, the founder of CPAC, the big annual conservative political action conference, afraid to admit what's right and wrong.
Just yes or no. Should gay men be allowed to adopt young boys?
Of course not.
Oh boy, you know, I don't even know what does our church fight those positions, and I don't know what the policy position is of the church.
Well, mainstream conservatism is more liberal today than the Democrat Party was just 10 years ago. So I'm going to hem and haw, and I'm not going to answer your question because I don't want to be called a homophobe. And we should never forget that it was actually the corporate-controlled supposed leaders in conservatism that sold out our movement and our principles to the left.
What I think is the position that needs to be articulated better is I have no problem with, gay marriage, whatever. I think it's cool. You're married. I think it's great. And you should have all the same tax benefits, adopt children. It's great.
We need to articulate that position better, says Charlie Kirk, that the Republican Party needs to be more celebratory of same-sex marriage and encourage them to adopt children. And then remember, Charlie Kirk went on tour with Turning Point USA's new LGBTQ ambassador, Rob Smith, to preach the new gospel of conservatism.
What is your brand of conservatism doing to actually conserve Christian morality? If we're ceding to the left on transgender, gay rights, gay marriage, we don't want that in conservatism.
So you don't want him in the conservative movement?
No, actually, we don't, Charlie. We want to go back to the good old days when they used to say that it was nobody's business what two consenting adults do in the privacy of their own bedroom because, quite frankly, we're sick of hearing about it. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and if you enjoy watching my videos and want to sponsor my work, join my locals community by clicking the link in the description below. $5 a month. That's where I post the clips that are a little bit too sensitive to show here on YouTube and link up a bunch of articles and make some blog posts over there. It's a free speech platform owned by Rumble. It's a great way to sponsor my channel and hang out in the locals community. So click the link in the description below and check it out.